Good Wednesday afternoon. This is Daniel Crawley with a winter storm update. Our approaching winter storm is getting ready to impact our region as we head into tonight. And just want to kind of give you an update on what's going on. No real changes or anything as compared to our earlier thinking. A significant snowstorm is going to hit the Western Carolina region, including the foothills and Western Piedmont and our coverage area. And we're just giving you the latest information to keep you up to date on it. If you can see, I have a map of the temperatures and the radar and satellite overlay. Temperatures are ranging anywhere from the 30s in the higher elevations of our coverage area to around 40, with high to mid-level overcast currently moving in, and that's probably going to be our highs for the day. Don't expect them to go up much more. In fact, as we head after 3 or 4 o'clock, those temperatures will start to drop off just a little bit. Also, you can see on our map we got precip that's already starting to move into parts of Alabama and into Georgia. Of course, you can see those temperatures in the Atlanta metro area and to the north are already down into the 30s. What's going to happen for our region is pretty similar to what's going on in Atlanta right now. Even though temps are above freezing currently, and they will probably be slightly above freezing at the time that the precip starts, the fact that we got so much cold air aloft and the precip rates are going to drag that cold air down, and we'll get our temperatures quickly to around freezing, and that'll be shortly after precip begins. As far as our timing, we still feel the same, that precipitation will begin falling across our region around sunset. I think for folks south of I-40, like in Cleveland County, maybe the lower part of Catawba County, you could start as a brief period of rain, but again, like we said, the dynamics and the cold air aloft is going to quickly switch that over. I think for folks, especially the northern half of McDowell, Burt, and Caldwell, you're probably going to be snow the entire time. Wouldn't rule out just a little rain, but just looking at what we got, the latest information, there's a pretty good likelihood that you're going to start as all snow. Now I'm going to widen out the view a little bit and let you look at what's going on. And I'll take off the temperatures and the radar or on the satellite, and you can see we got quite a shield of precip that's starting to move in. We have a strong upper level system that ejected from the southwestern part of the U.S. It's now over Texas. Along with that, we have a surface low that's developing down in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to ride along the Gulf and run up the east-southeast coastline. And that, as you know, is a perfect snow track for our part of the country. And just looking at what's going on radar, that looks to be the case as we head into tonight. This is going to be a fairly quick hitter, maybe a 6 to 8 hour event, and it'll move out probably by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. But the fact that we're going to have pretty strong snowfall rates and we're going to have a strong dynamics that'll be creating that, snowfall is going to pile up in a hurry, and especially after dark, and that's going to be one thing that'll help keep the snowfall totals up, is the fact that this is occurring after dark. I mean, just looking at the fact we're at the end of February now, and when you get into the end of February, you start worrying more about daytime and the sun angle, and that keeping snow from accumulating, especially like on roadways or any dark surfaces. But the fact that this is coming at night, when it starts falling, it's going to stick just like that. So my advice to you, if you got anything you need to do, I'd do it in the next 3 hours or so, and then I would prepare to stay in for the rest of the night, because things are going to really go downhill after sunset. Okay, I'm going to pull up our maps right quick and just kind of go over the forecast, and nothing's really changed on it. I'll start and go from west to east. Got McDowell County. We are still calling for 3 to 6 inches on a broad scale for the entire county, with some locally higher amounts. Just looking at the latest data, if there are higher amounts, it wouldn't surprise me if it falls in the southern portions of the county. So if you were in Montford Cove, Glenwood, Desertsville, Vane Mountain, you could actually be the winners on this as far as snowfall totals, because the best dynamics are going to end up gradually falling between, say, I-85 in upstate South Carolina and the South Mountain chain in parts of McDowell, Burt, Cleveland County. I think that's where the best dynamics are going to set up at this time, and our southern parts of McDowell County are probably going to be close enough to where they can get in on some of that. So again, southern parts of McDowell, if there's going to be higher amounts, it'll probably be in your area. As you head north of there, and I'm not discounting anything else for the rest of the county, you're going to get a good winter storm out of this. But at some point, the farther north you go, those totals may try to gradually decrease some. And just, that would probably occur in the far northern part of McDowell County. But overall, we feel pretty confident for a 3 to 6 inch event for McDowell County, including the city of Marion. Move over to Burke County, pretty well, the same thing. Majority of the county is going to be 3 to 6 inches. Those higher amounts may occur along the South Mountains, and of course, we got for the far northern part, we have 2 to 5 inches, just to take into account the fact that there may be a gradual decrease in the amounts in that area. I'm going to move on to Caldwell County, and Caldwell County, you're getting far enough north to where a little bit more the northern part of Caldwell County could fall in to that lower amount. But for most everybody in your communities like Collettsville, Gamewell, Sawmill, Cedar Rock, Lenore, you guys are in for another solid 3 to 6 inch amount. And again, the closer you get to Interstate 40 or closer you get to, say, the Catawba County line, those numbers could be a little bit higher, maybe in excess of 6 inches. Looking at Catawba County, matter of fact, Hickory, St. Stephen's, Newton, Conover, you're going to be pretty well in a 3 to 6 inch range as of this time. No real change in that thought. We do have the southeast part of the county around Sherrill's Ford could pick up a little bit higher amounts, and just personally looking at some of that, you could potentially take that pink area and stretch it across the southern part of Catawba County. Maybe Maiden could get some higher amounts compared to, say, Hickory or so. But overall, that's a pretty good, feel on the map. 3 to 6 for the majority of the county, and the south and southeast parts could get some higher totals than that. The one area I think that could actually cash in the most, per se, if you want to talk about snowfall amounts, will be Cleveland County, because the rain snow line we feel is going to fall roughly I-85 or a little bit below I-85 in South Carolina, and normally if you were within about 50 miles of that rain snow line in this kind of scenario, you tend to get some of the heaviest snow. And at this time we have the 2/3 of Cleveland County, places like Lawndale, Polkville, Kingstown, Bowling Springs, Shelby, Grover, Earl, Patterson Springs, Kings Mountain. We've got you in 4 to 8 inches, and there could even be some areas that have 9 or 10 inches. And matter of fact, kind of looking at it from a region-wide standpoint, the area of western North Carolina that we feel like will get the most snow will kind of run along US 74. Going back from the southern mountains of western North Carolina, places like Brevard and Rosman, and then move eastward through Henderson County, Polk and Rutherford, and then of course our folks in Cleveland County. So we feel like that area could actually receive the highest snowfall amounts of anybody. But again, things can change on that, and we're kind of at a point right now where you start looking at the radar and kind of going by the radar as much as you would go by the models, because we're within really 4 to 6 hours of this thing starting. So just to wrap up, a big winter storm's coming for our area for tonight and through the overnight hours. It should clear out probably by daybreak on your Thursday. Temperatures will be at or just below freezing through the overnight, and after that we'll just kind of look at what happens, and we'll deal with the aftermath of this storm. Again, 3 to 6 over a large area. Southern areas could end up in the 8 or 9 inch range. So that's it for now. This is Daniel Crawley with an update. What we're going to do once the event gets started, we'll be putting out frequent updates, probably every hour to 90 minutes. And we'll put that out on our pages on Facebook, McDowell Weather, Burke Weather, Caldwell, Catawba, and Cleveland County. And we'll kind of do a broad update for the 5-county region. And as always, we suggest anytime we put out an update, give us your local totals wherever you are in the 5-county region. Send us some pictures. We'll look at them. We appreciate all the feedback that we get from everyone. Also, any cancellations that'll be coming in this evening, we'll make sure and try to update those on the Facebook pages. We'll also try to update that information on burkeweather.org. And as always, for your detailed forecast information, you can go to burkeweather.org. We'll have that and keep that updated as we head through the evening. So all in all, we hope you're ready for this winter storm, the biggest winter storm so far of the winter 2014-15 season.